Hello. I'm so excited to be doing this today. I have 1,000,001 favorite books. Actually, I only have about 14 favorite books. I am going to read a few 1-star reviews of them. Will I get offended? Probably not. Will I cry? Probably not. I've seen so many people do this. Maddie, Angel, Allie, all them girls, and it just seems like so much fun. So I've been planning to do this for a minute, so I'm finally happy I get to sit down and actually do it. So I have several books here. First up, we're going to be doing Malice by Heather Walter. Heather Walter, bestie, if you're watching, please send me an arc of this Crimson Crown. Okay, Heather Walter, I will read anything you write. Okay, so let's go through it. First of all, I am noticing that all of these 1-star reviews are super long. They're extremely long, first of all. Second of all, there's only 1% that are bad reviews. This is from Noah. Definitely didn't enjoy it. Way too slow pace. The only things that happened were either way too predictable or badly written. I'm really disappointed. Okay, Noah, I'm sorry to say that kind of gave us a little bit of nothing, because yes, it was slow paced. However, it was a slow burn. Ever heard of it? Don't think so. And the build-up is there, though. Like, you know when slow burns, like, the build-up isn't there? The build-up is there. And did you read the end? Way too predictable. Of course it's predictable. It's a fairy tale retelling. This is from Prism. I did not want my last book of the year to go this way, guys. It didn't seem for me. I kept expecting it to get better, to pick up, but then Alice was just too much of a doormat for me. The other characters were all flat, or motives made no sense. I never understood why anyone was acting the way that they were. The world building never felt fully developed. Tonally, it felt like a YA fantasy that got shoved into the adult shelf because of the vague, spicy scene. See, I kind of get what you were saying there. The motivations made no sense. It did make sense, actually, first of all. So I don't get what you're saying there, because she was literally bullied into becoming Maleficent. Well, you know, the story of Maleficent. Her name is not Maleficent, or she's never called it, but that's what the retelling is. So you're wrong. Next, this is from Syl, I think. This is the most boring book I've ever read. I don't recommend one bit. Okay, you didn't get it. This is from Chloe. DNF'd. I thought this was such a good concept, but I found the first-person narration irritating. Okay, then I'm confused. How are you going to rate it 1 star because you don't like first person? That has nothing to do with the book. Can I report this person? Okay, this is from Shelby. I mean, I knew it was going to be queer YA fantasy, but bad. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. The ending? What in the world? Bestie, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Oh, and then this is from Alex. Angela, I cannot believe you made me read this. And that is what my fiance said to me when she read this book. So on that note, every time I do that smile, you guys have to know what book I'm talking about by this point. Okay, mistakes were made. Okay, so my predictions about the 1-star reviews for this is going to be, there was so much space. And which, yeah. I'm offended by my friends' reviews. Oh my god. This is a good one. Alex said the mistaken question was me reading this book. Oh my god, I should like that. That's so funny. Oh no, I'm not reading that. That's more than 10 paragraphs. And then they said they DNF'd it. How do you have that much to say? Okay. Lauren said the whole freaking plot revolves around when The daughter is going to find out her mom and best friend are sleeping together. That's it. That's the tension. That's a reason we're supposed to keep reading. It's messy and stress-inducing. I don't I don't mean that in a fun way. To top it all off, wait, I should be wearing my glasses because this is hard. Top it all off with said best friend / daughter basically being an irritating 13-year-old stuck in a body of adult, and it amounts to no thanks. First of all, I disagree because yes, it does find out. Oh, when is the daughter gonna find out? First of all, the daughter's 18, and I feel like she acts like an 18-year-old. She does not act like a 13-year-old. The daughter is a little bit mature, kind of, in my opinion. If you read the whole book, you'll see it's messy and stress-inducing. It is, and it is in a fun way. So I disagree with you there, Lauren. All respect. Your profile picture is really cute. I'm scared. Okay, May says, the smut made me go feral, but the rest of the book made me want to rip my hair out. You can't just give me the worst plot and characters ever and then turn around and write the most toe-curling, finger-gripping smut. BTW, I rate this maybe 2 stars, but it is my sacred duty to lower the rating of this book because ain't no way why it is so high. Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Although I disagree, I love the characters. I think that's really funny. Oh, I thought the review was this entire review is hidden because of spoilers. What do you mean it was weird? Okay, let's see what Kay says. There's an age gap. Then there's this. Sometimes you just gotta know when to stop. And it was this. This is another level of wrong. And I wish some authors would take a bit of pause in this weird age gap thing that is borderline mommy issues on paper. This doesn't reflect real life at all. Couples with such creepy, unbalanced age gap and dynamic. Who has the parental issues? Is it the readers or is it you? I think it's clear. Unbalanced age and I barely exist. Who in real life would be fine with their same age best friend becoming... Oh wait, that's a spoiler. Their stepmother. I'm gonna just say it. So I don't know why some authors are adamant on making this appear to be an integral part of lesbian relationships. Shawty, no, you don't get it. Ooh, someone roasted back. Just because you're not into the idea of a relationship with an age gap doesn't make it creepy or wrong. And it does actually reflect real life. Lots of sapphic relationship has age gaps. Mine including your boy. Go off, Hannah. Go off. Not bestie Hannah. Different Hannah. Morgan. Mistakes were made. Oh my god, I love that. Up next, we're gonna do Cackle. Okay. Chelsea says, no plot in sight. Not a single plot was had. Personally, I didn't find it witty, charming, feminist, or anything it was labeled to be. I found it juvenile, pointless, and annoying. Possibly one of my least favorite main characters. The spider was cool, I guess. Okay, if I hated this book, I would at least rate this book 2 stars because of the cute little spider. So you're so wrong for that. The disrespect on Ralph's name. Oh, literally the next review said this features a spider named Ralph. First of all, I disagree. It was giving feminist to me, and it was giving charming and fun, and I loved Sophie, even though she was a little bit toxic. Okay, so you don't get it. You don't get it. Why are these 1-star reviews so long? Okay, Crystal says, no, just no. I keep reading and reading, expecting and expecting. Ultimately, I was let down by this book. And you know what? That's vague enough to be extremely fair. Okay, let's see what Alyssa says. I was really looking forward to a lightly spooky Halloween read based on the synopsis and other reviews. And that's exactly what it gives you. Unfortunately, there was not one likable character in this book. Your characters don't have to be likable. Sophie was incredibly toxic, but inexplicably portrayed as virtuous somehow. Each character's motivations didn't align with their actions. Overall, this book was a head-scratcher. Once again, the girls who get it, and you obviously didn't. Cameron, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I know that's right. Also, Nathalie, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that name. I think it's Natalie. So many things. Wonky face. And then Jessica says, this book was written so badly that it was funny, which is why I finished the entire thing. Okay. M says, I'm DNFing this book. I really don't want to read a book where the characters sound like she does in the first few chapters the entire time. Shame. Girl, how do you know what she is like if you didn't finish the book? Okay, let's see what Melissa has to say. 1.5 stars. This was so disappointing. I was not intrigued with how the story unfolded. Definitely not what I expected. There is so much potential to be spooky, quirky, and witchy, but it really wasn't. The main character, Annie, was lame. She was pathetic, whiny, needy, spineless. Even the ending, her ability to evolve, was not satisfying. I think she is just a bully and a B-word. Ralph was a highlight of my experience. Sophie, I didn't like any better. That's fair, that's fair. Like I said, there was so much potential, lots of things I would have liked to read more about. It never went there. Okay, Melissa, I can't be mad at you for that because, first of all, shout out to my boy Ralph. He's cute. And then you said, like, what was on your mind, and, like, I mean, you were wrong, but you spoke your truth. Okay, that's it. I'm over reading reviews about Cackle because they don't have anything to make me cackle. Okay, let's do Popcorn Love because everyone knows how I feel about this book. Oh God, this person. Okay, from Claire. This book had an interesting blurb. Unfortunately, I simply wasn't enticed to finish it after reaching halfway through. Maybe it's just me, but I find it weird that Elena at 27 addresses someone using dear and refers to Allison as the young woman, knowing the babysitter is only 5 years younger than her. Filing this under DNF. P.S. I didn't realize this is Swan Queen fan fiction when I read it. Nonetheless, the dialogues put me off, so my opinion still stands. Actually, you're right. Bestie, you're right about this. That's, wow. Okay. No, you get it, but you don't get it. Unpopular opinion here. This book was tedious, and I found myself skipping through the whole chunks of it. And tellingly, that skipping didn't result in me missing any of the story. There's a lot of mind-numbing, funny banter that I think is supposed to make us believe in this nonsensical love story. Oh, my feelings are hurt. Elena is a terribly written character. Who speaks like a robot. Though a robot would probably have more personality. I'm gonna cry. Allison fares better, but it's just too much to ask of a reader to stay in a long story when one of the main characters is poorly done. Okay, I get what they're trying to say. And then, where exactly was the conflict of the story? Where was the plot? No plot, just vibes. They don't get that. I suppose I should tag this as a spoiler. I'm gonna read it because I told you not to read it. As a spoiler, but the synopsis already tells you the entire story. Oh. Rich lady and babysitter fall in love and lives happily ever after. It's boring and not even well written to redeem it in that way. Okay. Allie, no offense, but you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm gonna review you, first of all. Wrong. My heart hurts. I love these characters, but I guess if these characters didn't have a special place in your heart, you wouldn't really like it, which I get. So, I mean, you're wrong, but I get it. Not everyone vibes with Mona Awad's writing style, and I so get that. And also horror. I did not realize that this book was supposed to be a horror. The amount of times that I talk about this book on my channel. Okay, Allie says, I really wanted to like this book, but it was like a depressing, bad dream from the start, and it only got worse. I don't get it. DNA says, yuck. This is my third attempt with Mona Awad, and this woman deserves an award and spending more time trying to show off her overwriting than telling the actual story. Just awful. I'm sorry that you cannot get it. I am sorry that you don't get it. Charleston says, stream of consciousness writing from the perspective of a self-absorbed lady who was out of her mind most of the book. Tedious and boring AF to read. I don't get how the story highlighted how doctors ignore or gaslight women in pain, as other reviewers mention, since the main character is so clearly out of her effing mind and the pain did indeed appear to be psychosomatic. It's giving you have a little bit of issues, ma'am. She was the one who kept going back to these doctors, insisting they do something, but at the same moment would be pissed at them for hurting her. I am so confused. Literally, that's all that she could do, was keep going back. What is she gonna do? She's been to lots and lots of doctors. All I know is this character was god-awful. A pretty, petty little POS. And yes, we love Miranda for that. If you enjoy reading the thoughts of women acting incredibly helpless and spineless, hating other women, being obsessed with random mediocre men, then congrats, this book is for you. Okay, I have personal beefs with Charleston because this is not, first of all, they didn't get it. Second of all, commentary on like life. Hello, do you understand commentary? I don't think you do. And second, incredibly helpless. Okay, so she was not obsessed with mediocre men. If you read the book, they didn't read the same book. They didn't. Nora says, DNF around 50%. I was bored and never felt like listening to this. Definitely not for me. Okay, I didn't read the audiobook, so maybe I was boring. Maybe you do have a point. Some audiobooks don't hit. Aya says, all in fact was not well. Okay, let's read Sarah's. Awful. It was like living in the mind of a miserable human. The characters were blah, and there was no connection to the characters or the storyline. None of it made sense. I only soldiered through because I hate not finishing a book. I started, and I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. The end was just as disappointing as the rest of the story. Sarah, you didn't get it. All was not well. Okay, you guys don't know how to leave one-star reviews. Oh my god, this review is so long. Okay, Zara said, 1.5 stars. This was so disappointing. When I first heard about it, I immediately added it to my list. Same. Because it seemed so great, and it was. And really like something I would truly enjoy. I did. But it was so boring. Disagree. 1000% disagree. Even before I had finished the first 100 pages, I started thinking about DNFing it. But I'm me, and anyone who knows me knows I hate DNFing books, and I really don't want to do that if I can avoid it. So I powered through it, but I didn't really end up liking it more. I hate that I didn't like this. I really wanted to. I wanted to at least enjoy it enough to give it 3 stars. Anyway, this was truly not a book that worked well for me. I didn't connect with any of the characters, Elizabeth or Summer. Okay, you see, I can't even say anything bad about that because that's just her personal opinion. Okay, let's see what M says. M is being so bold. This is a different M. 1.5 stars? It was close to a 2 stars before the ending was dragged out for chapters for no effing reason. And there was a chapter an hour long. Seriously? The chapters were really long, I'll give you that. That was just an argument between 2 characters. Nothing else happened. For an effing hour. Okay, I think I know what character we're talking about, and honestly, I hate that character too. All of my friends have given this a high rating, but I can't for the life of me think of a single thing that I liked besides having lesbian main characters. Dreadfully boring, long, dull, and monotonous, with lackluster romance where they have absolutely no chemistry. A dragged out, excessive ending full of absolutely nothing. After they finally got together, annoying fandom references where it manages to make the fake dating plot uninteresting, irritating, unnecessary drama with side characters, and absolutely stupid maybe I don't love her after all moment. After said character spent the entire time being an obnoxious, obvious a-hole. I don't know what I can say on YouTube. I'm sorry. I don't understand why everyone loves this. I spent the entire time rolling my eyes and begging for it to be over. I feel like this person read this at the wrong time in their life. This person says, no, def hate romance. It was good while it lasted. One book. This book is the equivalent of doing quadratic formula instead of factoring. Child, you lost me at quadratic formula and factoring, because what does math have to do with two actors? I'm gonna end it there. Apologies that it was not ended on a higher note, but yeah, I'm upset. So these are the books that I went over today. My reading 1-star review. Let me know if you would like to see a part 2 to this video. I will do it if you guys want to see it. But now my feelings are hurt. Not hurt. I just feel like these people didn't get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. And obviously, whatever type of romance, there's going to be negative reviews talking about the romance, because people like what they like. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was fun to film. A good thing is my taste in books are incredible, because these did not have very many 1-star reviews. So I am taking that as a good sign. So you can like, you can subscribe, you can join the Women's Wrongs support group if you'd like. And thanks for coming on down. Leave the star. Okay, that's a heart. Leave the star emoji, because we were reading 1-star reviews. Anyway, yeah, have you read any of these books? If you have, let me know. If you haven't, let me know. If you're interested in reading any of these books and you want me to, and you're like on the fence and you want me to pitch them to you into the comments, I never ever shut up about my favorite books. So if you need a reason to read any of these, just let me know, and I will write you a 5-paragraph essay on why you should read them. Thanks for coming on down. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.